Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm going to share a little bit of creative stamping and stenciling that you can use to make a simple page that is still quite eye-catching. We are working with the Dream Maker collection, and in particular with the stamp set that is part of that collection. Okay, I've used a little bit of the paper on the top and the bottom of each page. The rest is plain cardstock. I'm working on a black base because that works nicely. And then there's a small bit of the marbled cardstock that comes with the collection that I have used. And the reason I'm making this partly is that I am gifting some little sets of the makings of the decorative clusters here to some ladies who enthusiastically commented on some posts that I put up into my Facebook group about this collection. So they are going to be receiving those in the post, but I thought the rest of you might like to see what I was up to as well. So let me zoom out a little baby bit so that you can see. This is a double 12 by 12 page. Okay, the basis of it is super simple. The printed papers are 2 inches wide. The shimmer trim is just cut in half, so our shimmer trim comes on a roll. It's adhesive on the back. I have decorated the black cardstock with stenciling using white daisy ink. And then I have just put in stitch marks, black pen on the patterned paper and white pen on the black paper. Okay. This photo arrangement is going to work for my photos, but there's a lot of real estate on this layout that you can change up the placement. In fact, I decided, you know, as you do once you get into bed and you're thinking about what you did last night, I decided, oh, I actually need a journal spot there. So this layout is for photos of my mother-in-law. She's in aged care and she lives interstate from us, and my husband's siblings go often, regularly, every week to see them, the 3 siblings, and they always share photos with us of having coffee with her or going for walks. And so this is always going to be about her, and that's why I've chosen the title, Always Love You. So let me now talk about how I created this little paper candy cluster here and this little paper candy here. Okay, so all we need is in here, apart from the words, because obviously depending on the photos you're using, your words might be different. Okay, these leaves come from the Cosette digital art collection, and this little frame comes from another one which I'm going to have to figure out and put in the comments. Meant to look that up before we started. The stamping is all done with this stamp set, and it's super easy colouring. So this water wash stamp is the way that the large flowers are coloured, and this one with the distressed lines is the way the small flowers are coloured, and they're just fussy cut with scissors. Alrighty, so let me bring in some supplies and we will put this together. I've just popped a piece of scratch paper behind here because I'm going to be stamping off the piece. This is a sample of the marble paper in the Dream Maker collection, and this is a new color called Rosy. I don't have the ink to match, so I went through and I've got a retired color called Pomegranate, which I think is going to be okay. I think it'll be fine. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with the pomegranate and this gorgeous stamp set that is just all very fine print words, and I'm going to line it up the right way You can actually read it, but I haven't taken the time to read what it says yet. Pop that down. So we're creating, you know, a bit of a, I guess it's called a shabby chic look. Then I'm going to go with the lagoon because that's the colour that I used on my flowers. And I've got the little dandelion stamp here. So I'm going to bring one in from there and one in from here. All right. And then I'll finish off with some black, and this is another little scripty font. And the thing with these words things is they've made them to look distressed, so that when there's pieces of ink missing, it's actually meant to look that way. So I love that imperfection is encouraged. And I'll just put the black in a couple of places on there, and then that's it done. So you can see how easy it is to transform a plain piece of you know, cardstock into something a bit more jazzy that way. Now this time, rather than make another bit of paper candy for a page, I'm going to make one for a card. So I'm going to work on a black background. I've stuck the black mat to a stencil mat, and this is going to hold it in place. I'm going to put my little circle stencil on top of it, and this one is also part of the Dream Maker collection, and I'm just going to pounce in different spots over it, knowing that that middle bit is going to be covered. I can just hold that and have a little look, and I think that's excellent because you don't want it looking perfect, because none of this looks perfect. Okay, it's just to break up the black a little bit. Pop that off there, and then it's just a matter, oops, oh sorry, I'm trying to pick things up. It's just a matter of assembling it on the card. Okay, so I'm going to do that and speed it up for you. So I think the supervisor approves. I've just grabbed my metallic paint marker, the 0.7mm tip, and I'm going to put a few little silver stamen in the middle of the flower, and then some dots around here, rather than using bling. So what do you think? Let me move this out of the way. And let's compare on the layout to on the card. It's identical, just a different size project. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll make a list of all the products I used in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and then you're more likely to see more of my tips and tricks. Bye for now.